closed. Trying to increase the font size so it will look clear for everyone. Right. So, what is the cloud computing? I will request everyone that is please try to give the answer in chat. What you understand? What is cloud computing? Just try to give the answer because on the first day when we start the course, then also I have explained this thing. And when the last day when we complete the course, then also I will ask you this question: what is the cloud computing? So please try to give the answer one by one in group chat. What is the cloud computing? It's a simple question. What is the cloud computing? And just try to give your answer. What is the cloud computing? So let's open a chat. Just read the answer one by one. What everyone giving the me here. Since it started, let's start. Set of services on internet. Given range of service delivered over the internet. On-demand service by cloud provider. Right. Very good. On-demand service by cloud provider. Cloud computing is the range of services that delivered over the internet. How to give answers through voice. How to give answers through the voice. Just unmute your mic. Is it possible? You just try to unmute your mic and let's see. Otherwise, if they have muted all the mics, then just answer on chat. Otherwise, let's try to unmute your mic and give me the answer. Otherwise, give me the answer on chat. Purchase service from service provider. Very good. Rendering service through internet on demand in pay-as-you-go model. Very good. It is a platform from where we can access service. Cloud computing is on-demand availability of computer system resource. It is a platform where we can access what we can access. Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer resources. Very good. Rendering service through internet on demand in pay-as-you-go model. Very good. What is pay-as-you-go model? Let's discuss afterwards. In the demand delivery of IT resource over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Cloud is a process where we can work on data like managing security. These all are the works of internet. Providing services to the range of service delivered private, public, cloud, hybrid cloud over the internet. Cloud is a technology by which we can use any service using internet. Range of service that delivered over the internet where we can do the service in our needs. Cloud computing means compute resources over the internet on in pay-as-you-go model. Okay, very good. So mostly I think that everyone knows what is cloud computing. Range of service delivered over internet provides on demand IT infrastructure over internet by pay-as-you-go pricing. Very good. So mostly people give the correct answer. Again, I will explain you what is cloud computing. In simple terms, cloud computing is a range of services delivered over the internet or the cloud. Simple line definition. If you want, if you last time if you have not written, just write down what is a cloud computing. That is in a simple definitions. This thing, everything is not managed by one piece. So minimize this. Terms. Is a range delivered over the internet. Delivered over the internet. So what is cloud computing? In simple terms, cloud computing is a range of service delivered over the internet. And there are a lot of services. There are a range of services, many services. So it is a range of service delivered over the internet. They will deliver that service over the internet. For example, virtual machine, we connect virtual machine with the help of internet. Server, we will connect server with the help of internet. Then different networks, devices, network protocols, we will connect with the help of internet. Everything, whatever we have to purchase from AWS, that we will connect with the help of internet. Either desktop, either mobile devices, or any devices that is connected with the internet. So in simple terms, cloud computing is a range of services delivered over the internet. Just note down this definition. It's a simple definition, single line definition. And if anyone asks, what is cloud computing? There are a lot of answer in detail. If you try to return this, you fill one page. That is not an issue. But in a single line definition, cloud computing is a range of services delivered over the internet. It means using remote servers to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drives and private data centers. Again, one line I'm writing here. So if you want to write down, it means what is the meaning of that? It means using remote servers. Means using remote servers to store and access data instead of line on local hard drives, private data centers. What is the meaning of this? It means using a remote servers to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drives and private data center. What is the meaning of this? Anyone explain the meaning of this? What is the meaning in cloud computing? Just write the answer in chat. What is the meaning of this? So I will show you what we yes. What is the meaning of this? It means using remote servers to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drives and private data center. Please try to speak a little loud or not audible properly. So maybe my voice is less. Okay, now it is clear. Hello. Yes, now it is clear, or we need to increase more voice. Okay. So please explain me what is the meaning of this sentence. It means using remote server to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drives and private data center. Increase little more. Okay. So now it is good. Hello. Voice is good. Okay. Very good. So just please explain this sentence in group in chat box. It means using remote server. Cloud computing means in simple terms, cloud computing is a range of services delivered over the internet or the cloud. It means using remote servers to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drives and private data center. What is the meaning of this sentence? In your mind, what is the meaning of this sentence? Please try to write and explain this sentence in group chat. One by one, please. Yes, it's a simple sentence. Just try to explain this. What is meaning of remote server? Anyone? What is meaning of remote server? No or yes? Accessing data remotely without use of HDD or STD via instead of using local servers, we use a remote server. What is the meaning of remote server? What is meaning of remote? What is the meaning of remote server? Server that we access via internet, right? Server that we access via the internet. Very good. It means using remote server to store and access data instead of relying on local hard drive. What is local hard drive? What is the meaning of local hard drive? Everyone knows what is hard drive. What is meaning of local hard drive? On-premises, very good. On-premises, C drive, D drive. What is the hard disk that is present in my laptop that is called as my local hard drive? And private data center. What is meaning of private data center? No need to buy physical server. What is meaning of private data center? Anyone? No need to buy physical server. That is a private data center, right? Or no need to host the server in a private data center or service provider data centers. No need to host that servers in private data centers. So, any questions on these two sentences? If you have any questions, please write in chat. Used by a particular organization. Very good. So, what is the before cloud computing? When before cloud computing concept coming in market, what people are doing or what company can do? For example, that last time I had given you the example of live example of Ratnakar Bank or for example XYZ company, any company. So why I've given Ratnakar? Because I have deployed their project. So I'm giving you the bank of Ratnakar Bank. For example, one bank coming in market, their name is a Ratnakar Bank. For example, here we have written here Ratnakar Bank or XYHDFC Bank or any bank you say Ratnakar Bank. Okay, Ratnakar Bank come in pictures and their management decide their company Ratnakar Bank main job work is in banking. They are not IT people. Their main work is bank transactions, incoming cash, then deliver the cash. Everyone knows how the bank is working. So Ratnakar Bank is a bank firm, and they need to deploy their everything on a server. So how they can deploy? How they can do? So there are two solutions. Their IT managers will provide two solutions. Either what are the two solutions? How Ratnakar Bank deploy their IT infrastructure? Can anyone try to give the answer? How, if, for example, you are the owner of Ratnakar Bank and you want to deploy all the transaction thing, all the tally thing, or all the mailbox, all the PST, everything on the computer, everything on the server. How we can do that? How we will do this? How we'll deploy this thing? Anyone try to give the answer? Yes, please try to give the answer. For example, you are the owner of the, or for example, I am the owner of the Ratnakar Bank and I will call you. Hey, hi, ABC. You are the IT manager, for example. I want to deploy everything of my bank in computer. How will do that? Contact to third-party vendor. They can use it before the cloud. Before the cloud, we are discussing, and then we move to the cloud. Before cloud concept coming in the market, how these people are working. So how we'll do that? They can use cloud. How Ratnakar Bank will store all the things, how Ratnakar Bank will manage all the things in the server. So which type of solution you will provide? Private storages, we need to buy physical storage. Okay, anyone? Yes. HDD, on-premise storage. Okay, it's storage traditionally. Tapes, SSD, red, very good. They can keep the server on premise and so they see data. Okay, anyone? Local servers. Anyone? Okay, racks. So these are all the computer terms, all the computers words, racks, HDD, then what we are saying, red 5, red 3. So, for example, Ratnakar Bank, XYZ person is the Ratnakar Bank, and I am the IT manager of Ratnakar Bank, and he said that is, hey, Anmol, I want to deploy everything. I want to go to my bank to the IT. I want to go to the IT computerized because previously, before computer, they will do all the things manually in a register. If you see, and if you're not seeing, no issues. But previously, they can managing all the things in a big file, big notebooks, red color notebooks. For example, Hindi word bahi khata, for example. And after that, they will decide that is we will deploy all the things on the computer. So how we will do that? And you are the IT manager, so there are two options. First option, that is, I will purchase server, I will purchase hard disk, I will purchase networking, I will purchase Cisco routers, I will purchase firewall, Fortinet firewall, Cisco routers, Windows server, Exchange server, file server, that I will purchase. After purchasing what? After purchasing, I will create a rack. I will purchase one area space, and then we'll deploy all the servers in that rack. For example, I'm trying to draw some diagrams so it's easy for you. Otherwise, most of the thing goes out. For example, this Ratnakar Bank, and this is the I am a IT manager of this bank. For example, so what your boss will say, that is, hey Anmol, I will deploy all the things in computer. So what is the solution for that? So one solution that is I guided him, that is please purchase some server. That is, for example, little bit that is Windows server. Windows server. For what? For AD. AD, very good. Otherwise, no, we should be explaining in detail afterwards. Windows server AD for mailing, exchange. These are real scenarios that we had done. I had done, so I am giving you. Actually, your voice is not clear. So let's remove this headphone. Let's try. Now I'm audible. Hello. Maybe this issue from your side also. I don't know. This issue from my side or your side. Okay. Better than previous. So I'm also increase some more voice. Okay. So the question is here in the picture. Again, I'm asking the questions to you, all of you. And just try to give me the answer. If you give 10%, 50%, 100% answer, correct, no issues, but please try to give the answer. For example, I am the owner of Ratnakar Bank and you are the IT manager of Ratnakar Bank. I have to hire you as an IT manager, and I am asking one day, that is a ABC or XYZ, that is, I want to deploy all my written work, all my hard copy work in the computer, and I will manage all the things with the help of computer. So, what is your solutions? What is your solutions you will give to the management? So, a lot of people give the answer earlier also, that is HD, hard disk, then thread, storage, AD. AD, what is AD? Active Directory. Anyone give me the answer of what is AD? AD is what? For example, simple terms. If anyone try to give the answer, please give me the answer in 2 minutes. What is AD? What is Active Directory? Active Directory, AD. What is Active Directory? Yes, that is the full name, Active Directory. But what is this? Why we can use this? We'll go in detail in next lecture. But please give me single answer, single one-line answer. What is Active Directory and why we can use it? For example, details of username, etc. AD is used. Simple definition of AD is, or why we can use AD is, that is authentication purpose. Authentication means what? For example, ABC is an employee of Ratnakar Bank. For example, what is the name? Tushar is an employee of Ratnakar Bank. Then we will create account of Tushar in Ratnakar Bank AD. Then Tushar will log in a Ratnakar Bank premises of server. For example, if you go to the Ratnakar Bank or if you go to the XYZ company, then they will give you the card, access card. When you show the access card to the guard, security guard, then they will check your access card and then they will allow you to go to that premises. For example, AD is the same. Simple layman word is AD is the same. When we create your account, when you give you the password or when you create the password, when you log into your computer with XYZ Ratnakar Bank /Tushar and give you the password, and if the password and login ID is same or match perfectly, then only you will join in a Ratnakar Bank server. Then only you will connect Ratnakar Bank laptop, Ratnakar Bank desktop. Otherwise, other person is not authorized to log in on that premises, right? AD store is the data in type of elements, store data in a line. So AD functionality is that is authentication, and rest where every lot of things in AD that is different, that is good policy that will detail on different session. But simple AD is that is for authentication purpose. So I will inform to the management that is we need some purchase. We need purchase some server, that is Windows AD For mailing, we need an exchange servers, and for backup or for data, we need a file server. For tally and all the things, we need some another server. For net banking, we need some another servers. So these type of things. After purchasing these servers, then we will purchase some racks. We need some space, AC cooling we need, then backup, electricity backup we need, then we need internet backup. For example, you purchase Airtel, then if Airtel is down, then we go to the data. If data goes down, then we need any Vodafone, anything that is internet backup we want. Then we need a big amount of staff to manage this. Not in the size, they are a technical capable staff. That is for AD, we need a AD engineer. For exchange, we need an exchange engineer. For net banking, we need a net banking engineers. So these type of things we need, and it becomes very costly, right? Clear? Or any question? Yes or no? Any doubts? Any questions? Please. Clear. Okay. So one solution is this, but it is very, very costly, right? For example, IT manager change, then if new IT manager will come, then they will again analyze all the things. If any exchange server engineers left the company, they get a good salary packages. They go to America or another countries. So again, they hire exchange engineers, and again, exchange engineers will investigate all the things. They will analyze all your environment. So it's again time consuming. So it's very, very costly and very complicated solutions. So what IT manager decide? The second solution is what IT manager will do. Yes, please try to give the answer. What is going on your mind? What is the second solution? This solution is very costly. And when I show this solution to the management, manager, oh, wow, this is very costly. And if you left the company in 1 year, you get a good packages in another company, you go to the Microsoft, you go to the IBM, anywhere, then what we will do? We will hire new manager, and new manager again study all the things. So what is the second solution? Any idea? Bank platform in this time used for a cloud. I'm not asking for this cloud computing. Mostly banks still in the on-premises server. If you go to the bank side, mostly bank is still in on-premises. They are not going to the cloud. So that is a different thing. But what is the another solution is coming on mind? Second solution is cloud. Yes, we go to the cloud. Yes, second solution is cloud. What about another solution? Another solution, what banking person or what the company is doing is, that is, they hire some vendor. We don't want previously before cloud coming picture, how the market is working. That I'm trying to explain you. Then we go to the cloud concept. Before then, I am the IT manager. What I will do, I will not take so much headache. I am going to the another company. For example, Ratnakar Bank, what they have done, they go to the NetMagic. What is NetMagic? NetMagic is a data center company. Their job is, their expertise in data center. Now their name become entity, but previously their name is NetMagic. So Ratnakar Bank IT manager contact with the NetMagic IT manager and inform, that is my boss is saying, that is they will deploy everything, return work in the cloud, not in the cloud, in the server. So what is your quotation? How we can deploy everything? So NetMagic will give their solutions. NetMagic said, no issues, we will deploy everything. We will give you Windows server, we will give you the Exchange server, we will give you the file server, we will give you the net banking servers, everything we will give. So you are a banking, so you are a very security. Bank is a very security. Everyone knows that is, if we are going in the net banking from HDFC Bank, login ID, password, then they have to ask OTP, and then after OTP, you log in on the HDFC. But if anyone hack the things, so it is very complex. So what we will do, we will give you the keys concept. What is the keys coming in the picture in the data set? Why I'm explaining you all the things? Because these things will ask you in interviews, or this thing is a basic thing for the cloud computing or the real market. It's a real environment. So what is the keys concept is? Keys concept is nothing that is in Ratna. NetMagic is a very big data center company. So what they are given, they will create one space. For example, 10 by 10 room. For example, four floor flat or 6 floor flat or 10 floor flat is a net magic, and in that they have to give you 10 by 10 room. So that is 10 by 10 room is called as a case in concept of data center. So what is the case? That is the one area that is allocated for Ratnakar Bank. So they will give you the password, they will give you the security or thumb impression or hand scanning when you give a thumb impression or hand scanning. And if they have to match, then only you enter in the case. Otherwise, no one can enter in the case for security purpose. So they will give you the case, and in that case, they will deploy your Windows Server, Exchange Server, File Server, Net Banking Server, everything. And Net Magic IT engineers will manage you everything. They will give you the SLA. SLA is service level agreement. That is, this is your uptime. 99.9% or 90.99% this type of agreement signed between the Ratnakar Bank and NetMagic. Previously, before cloud, they are doing this thing. Right? Now, clear or any question? Right. Any questions or this thing is clear to everyone? Please in chat yes or no. Clear. If anyone doubts, please ask me. Otherwise, we go to the next topic. Clear. Okay. So still till now, what we have discussed, that is one bank, there is a Ratnakar bank. They need to, can you repeat this part? Okay. So what we have discussed till now, Ratnakar Bank management decided to do everything, whatever they previously doing in the written, they will do that thing in the computer. So they hire one IT manager, for example, XYZ, and inform the IT manager, please give me the solutions, how we will do this thing. So IT manager, TNC of SLA. What are the TNC? TNC of SLA, that is uptiming, then how much server you are using, what is a complex environment, is a banking environment or any education. So these type of things, that is service level agreement is a written copy that is written between any organization, XYZ organization and ABC vendor organization. So these are the service level agreement. For example, when you purchase one room on rent for 4 years or 5 years, so we have to sign one agreement. That is what is the rent for 1 year, if they will hike or not, and which type of facility they will provide. So these type of things in the IT, it is called as a service level agreement. That is uptime, how much uptime you will provide to the bank. Like for example, if bank down from 2 days or 3 days, then there's a lot of business will down in crores and lakhs. So these type of agreement they have to sign between one vendor to one company to another vendor. So this is in IT, this is called as a SLA, service level agreement. So the thing is that Ratnakar Bank management hire one IT manager and ask him to give me the solution. How will deploy all the things? So there are two options. One option, manager said that there are two options. Either we will purchase everything, we'll purchase a Windows server, we'll purchase Exchange server, we will purchase file server, we will purchase net banking server, we will create one space in the Ratnakar Bank, then we will mount it on the server in racks, we will create a routers, we will create a VPN, we will create a firewalls, we will set up all the things, we will hire IT engineers, technical IT engineers, experienced IT engineers, and they will manage. So management asks, what is the cost of this? So, and if you leave the company 1 or 2 years, then what is the solutions? And if any exchange administrator leave the company after 1 or 2 years, what is your solution? So we will inform that is we will hire another exchange engineer, but another exchange engineer will again study everything, and then because they are new in this company, so they will analyze all the things. So it will take a time and it's very costly. So bank again management asks, give me some another solution. So another solutions what IT manager informed, that is we will go to some vendor. So vendor will manage everything and they will give you the SLA, that is service level agreement. That is 99.9% is your uptime. So we have not any headache. We will only give the amount for that service. and they will manage all the things. So when I am deploying all the things, so I am the employee of NetMagic, and we have set up all the things. So they had purchased one case. So I have given you what is the case. Case is called, that is one area, specific area allocated to a company, that is called as a case, and their cost is high in comparison to shared rack mounting. There are two types of, one is called as the shared rack mounting and one is called as the case rack mounting. Case is a dedicated area and shared is, that is in one rack, many companies server hosted. So it is called the shared. So when we go in details, when we learn IT things in detail, so we'll better idea regarding this. So this is the solutions. There are two solutions. So first solution, purchase average case right. What is case right means? Case right means what? What is a case right? Don't know. Case right, shared, and what is the next one? Right. Shared and dedicated. One is a shared and second is a dedicated. If you want a spelling of this, that is, one is a shared, SHARED, shared hosted company or shared hosted server, and so we are seeing where to delete this. Remove this first. One is a shared hosted server or dedicated server company or server. Shared hosted server and second is a dedicated hosted server. What is the difference between that? Shared hosted server means, for example, you have one laptop, IBM laptop, HP laptop, and I am also using this laptop. For example, your office desktop machine. Simple example and good example is your office desktop machine. Office desktop machine is a shared hosted. For example, you coming in morning shift 7:30 to 4. For example, Anmol coming 7:30 to 4, so Anmol login on that machine. After that, after 4 p.m., another shift, another engineer is coming, and they have also logged in on the computer. So they have also used the same resources. So it is called as a shared hosted. Dedicated hosted means, that is, if your company you provide you one dedicated laptop. So when you go to the company, you log in onto the laptop, but when you come out to the company, then you fold that laptop, go to that laptop in your home. So this is your dedicated. That is, only you can using that laptop, or only you can using that computer. So that is called as a dedicated computer or shared computer. Same thing, shared hosted server, that is in one server, maybe one company or two companies, data files or anything stored on that server, or dedicated means this is dedicated for that company only. So it is called as a dedicated hosted server. Any questions? Any doubts? I should have raised hand. And Asnul, you are asking something? Where is this? Hello? Hello? Okay, if you have any question, please type in a chat. Shared, everyone can access that laptop. Dedicated. Any questions? So please write the question in chat. So we'll give you the answer. Otherwise, it is good. Right? Yes. Any questions or clear? What is shared hosted and what is dedicated hosted? It is not shared hosted means anyone can log in. Again, shared hosted means not anyone can log in. If you say that is shared hosted means anyone can log in, that is a wrong. Shared hosted means one or multiple people or one or multiple companies data present in that server. So it is called as a shared hosted. And dedicated hosted means that server is dedicated to a specific company or a one company. So it is called a dedicated. For example, if your company have a desktop, no one can log in on that machine. Only the person whose account is created in that company, that only go to that machine and log in, type their username and password. So it is called as a shared. And same thing for the dedicated, that is your laptop. When you go to the company, you log in on your laptop. And when you come out to the company and your shift completed, then you fold the laptop, close the shut down the laptop, and go to that laptop in your home. So it is called as a dedicated. So these are the two different things. Shared hosted, it is very important word. So if you have any doubts regarding shared hosted or dedicated hosted, please raise your hand and ask the question, because it is very important word, shared hosted and dedicated hosted. Clear or any question? Please again, once again. So can you write one line definition? Right, one line definition. A small hack, raise hand, but I don't know they are not, why they are not writing in chat. The single line definition, shared hosted. Shared hosted. So one or many company data or application managed by that server. Right on, shared hosted server. One or many or multi, three, four, many. One or many company data or application managed by that server. That is called as a shared hosted server. Last one. Okay. So again, I will explain you. So just write on this thing. If completed, then please give me the answer yes. So I will give you the definition of dedicated hosted server. It's written. So again, and what is the again, that is dedicated. Dedicated hosted server. Dedicated server. Server is managing one company data, or application. So it is called a dedicated. Let's write down please. So conscious big sum. Dedicated hosted server, that is server is managing one company data or application. Okay. Server is managing one company data or application, that is called as a dedicated. Let's write down this thing. Hosted server. If completed, please give me the yes. So example for this both, right? Example, yes. Okay. First, we have written this thing. Give me yes or no. We have written dedicated hosted server. Server is managing one. Okay. So example, right? Example. Just example. Just we have to remove this. Everything. Anyone try to give the answer? Give the example of shared hosted. Shared hosted. Example. Shared. Typing. Shared. Example. Anyone try to give the example of shared hosted? Please try to give the answer. What is shared hosted server? Example of shared hosted server. Many companies store data on same server. Server storage shared. Why? Why many companies store data on same server? Shared file and system. Gmail server. Gmail server is a shared hosted server. You don't know where Gmail can store access to everyone. No, access to everyone. Again, I'm saying you shared hosted server means not access to everyone. This is not the answer. Shared hosted server means not access to everyone. Shared hosted server. What is shared hosted server? That is one or more company data or application is hosted in a single server. So it is called a shared hosted server. It means that it does not mean that anyone can access to everyone. For example, that is, I have created one company. For example, any company that is a message company, message or just dial or anything, small company, for example, that is they will provide you the inventory type of solution. PowerShell concept, I think, no PowerShell concept. So that is, for example, I have started one company. That company support hardware and software support. It's a little company that is in narrow place or in any one building or one small area. I have started one company and I store my data on a server. But I want downtime, no downtime, 24/7 support, these type of things I want. So what we will do, shared higher level switch service. So again, I'm explaining the things so we better clear. Lot of confusion. Still, people have a lot of confusion in shared hosted server and dedicated hosted. What is shared hosted? For example, shared hosted server means that is one or more company data or application hosted in a single server. Right? This is the single line definition. But example is what? For example, you started one company. That company gave the support of hardware and little hardware and software support. For example, because we are in IT, so I am taking example of IT company. Small company that is giving support of hardware, printer, and software. But you want to keep your data, you want to design one web application, and you need to this web application available 24/7. So what you need to do? You go to the NetMagic, for example, or any data center, not NetMagic, IBM, any data center, and inform that is, hey, XYZ, I have started one company, but my company is small. My budget is no so much high. I have designed one website for my company, but I want this website available 24/7, and I need a small support. I need a support for research. But I'm so NetMagic, but I have not so much company. I am not, because these data center company will charge huge amount, not a simple 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Don't think in mind that is they have to charge little amount for this. So what NetMagic manager will suggest you that is, we will store your data, we will host your web application in a shared hosted server, shared hosted NOC. That is NOC is the support team is called as a NOC, but shared hosted server. So in that shared hosted server, for example, my company data will also store, and for another company data will also store on that server. So they will charge me less amount in comparison to dedicated hosted server. Any questions or any doubts? Yes, any questions or is it clear? What is shared hosted? Clear. Then come picture what is dedicated hosted server. What is dedicated shared hosted server? For example, if I deploy that application in shared hosted, for example, Anmol is one engineer in a NetMagic. So if my project is installed in a shared hosted server, so I am sitting in a shared hosted NOC. There is one also things coming in the NOC, that is multiple companies monitor in a single location. So it is called as a shared hosted NOC. And then picture comes in a dedicated hosted. What do you mean by dedicated hosted server? Anyone please try to give the answer of dedicated hosted server. Dedicated hosted server. What is dedicated hosted server? Dedicated hosted server for single company, right? Dedicated hosted server is single. For example, this Ratnakar Bank. Ratnakar Bank is a bank company. They need a more security. They need more critical projects they are working, because banking is a very critical project in IT industry. IT industry, bank is very critical. So they will NetMagic IT manager inform that is you purchase dedicated hosted. In dedicated hosted, only your company data will be stored in that server. No other company data will store on that server. So some security things will be more on that. Hacking concept will less in that. So these type of things. So they will give you the dedicated hosted. They will give you the dedicated engineer, dedicated knob. Dedicated knob means engineers who is sitting on the dedicated knob, they will only work for that company. They will give support to that company only. For example, Anmol is sitting in the dedicated knob, means Anmol is only give support to the Ratnakar Bank. If I am sitting on the Ratnakar Bank dedicated knob, then I will only give support to the Ratnakar Bank, not to the another company. So this is called as a dedicated hosted server. Any doubts or any question, please? Yes or no? So in futures, if anyone asks, examples are clear, sir, no doubt. So if in futures, if anyone asks what is a shared hosted server, what is a dedicated hosted server, so you will explain in detail. It is a very important concept in IT industry, in server industry. What is shared hosted? What is it? Now the picture is coming case. These are not you when you go to the data center work done. But single line, I will also explain you what is a case. What is a case? For example, law in case you are saying law in catching the case. The same thing. Case is what? That is area given by to the data center company. 110 by 10, whatever the size, how much you have to purchase according to that, not 10 by example, I am this is not a normal companies. So they will purchase a keys for that. Whatever the servers, whatever the applications, whatever the server hosted for that Ratnakar Bank, they will in the keys. No one can enter the keys without the password, without the thumb impression, whatever the password they have to define. So that is called as tightly secured area. Keys is highly tight secure area. Whatever the server, that dedicated server that will only present that keys for that Ratnakar Bank. Any questions, any doubts, please ask. Or clear? Clear. So I think, I hope that is everyone have cleared this thing. What is cloud? What is shared? What is dedicated? What is case? Please will go to next topic. Okay. So my question to everyone you of you, that is, we see two scenarios. One scenario is that is Ratnakar Bank purchase everything and they will deploy everything on their premises. Second thing, they will contact to the vendor, for example, NetMagic, and NetMagic will provide you the solution. But what is the drawbacks here? And what is the advantages of cloud? And what is not covered in here? Anyone please try to explain the answer? Why we go to the cloud? Now the question comes, why we go to the cloud? NetMagic is also voice is not audible. Voice is not audible. My voice is not audible for everyone. Hello, I'm audible? Yes or no? Audible. So maybe some issues on your side. Okay, so my question is simple question. My question is everyone, that is from the starting, I'm explaining you the thing. The Ratnakar Bank management informed to their manager, that is we go to the everything we go to move to the computer. So manager said there are two options. One option that is we will purchase everything and we will set up all the things on Ratnakar Bank environment. Second option that is we contact to the vendor, for example, NetMagic, and NetMagic will provide you the SLA and NetMagic will give you the solution. But the question coming is why we go to the cloud? Then if NetMagic is giving me all the solution, NetMagic will give me the 99.99% SLA, then why we move to the cloud? An open question for everyone. Why we move to the cloud? Security. That Magic is also giving me the security. Because bank project services and pricing will low, cloud is flexible and comfortable for all people. What is the meaning of flexible? Can anyone please explain what is the meaning of flexible? Maybe we will give you the correct answer. What is the flexible? What is the meaning of voice problem? Again, voice problem. Oh no. Everyone sound issues. For everyone, I'm not audible for everyone or for only for few. What? I'm audible or not audible? First, give me the audible. Some person says audible, some person not audible. Audible. Most people say audible. Okay. My simple question to everyone that is Ratnakar IT manager give two solutions to the business. One solution that is you purchase everything and you set up everything in your on premises. Second thing, Ratnakar Bank manager suggests that is to take every service, take all the services from vendor, and vendor will manage all the things, and they will provide you the SLA, right? Then my question is why we go to the cloud? Yes, please try to cost efficiency. Okay, cost efficiency. Anyone give more answer? Try to give another easy access. Easy access. How easy access? Cloud is better because it saves space on premises and most on premises concept not coming from Ratnakar Bank. For vendor also vendor give all the things and from cloud also cloud give the everything. So why we go to the cloud? Need to scale resources. Need to scale resources. This is 100% correct. Need to scale resources. What is the meaning of need to scale resources? Please explain in detail. Please explain this sentence in detail. Need to scale the resources. That is the 100% correct answer that I want. What is the meaning of need to scale resources? Yes, who had given? Please explain. Flexible means easy maintenance, low cost efficiency, everything. Easy maintenance, low cost efficiency, low price less, everything. But what is the meaning of scaling? What is scaling? Clear or any doubts? Yes, please give yes or no. Explain again. Anyone try to explain this thing? High speed quick deployment. Your side, anyone try to explain the things? High speed quick deployment. Yes. What is the meaning of high speed? Sir, give us notes as well. Yes, we'll definitely give you the notes. Whatever the things I am writing on screen, just note down the things because whatever the things I'm writing on a screen, that is a very important thing and very short. And rest thing, I will try to give you the notes also. Otherwise, you go to the Google, everything is present. But whatever the things I am writing in this screen, just note down. This is very important things. And one line definitions I will give you for every things. So for learning, you learn that things, and for explaining, you read the articles and you explain the things. And I will explain all the things in a detail and try to give you the notes also. Yes, so very good. You want the notes? We'll provide the notes also. So, what is a high-speed quick deployment? What is the meaning of this? Creating instance in a real time took too much time, and on cloud it took few minutes. Right? That is a high-speed quick deployments. We can set up the servers quickly as compared to on-premise setup. Yes, very good. This is the correct answer. We can set up the server, we can set up the desktop, we can set up the network quickly as compared to on-premise setup. Is that clear? Or any questions regarding this sentence? High speed quick deployments. Everyone clear? Everyone have cleared this sentence? Or any questions of this sentence? High speed quick deployment. Clear. Very good. So just remove this. Second. Software updates and automatic software updates. what is the meaning of this automatic software updates? Please try to give the answer of automatic software updates. If you have worked in IT industry, you know the answer of this thing, automatic software updates. What is the meaning of this? Please try to give me the answer of this. No need to update manually, but what is update? What is the patches and upgradation? What is the patches and upgradation? What is a patch and what is the patches and upgradation? And try to explain what is patches and why we need to install the patches. There are a lot of questions in every word. What is patches and why we need to install features? Patches are features, right? Patches are features. But why we need to install latest firmware to remove older bugs? Very good. Latest firmware to remove older bugs. So mostly people are given the answer bugs, glitches in the system. Anyone will give or update the software to the latest version, latest releases. Right. So automatic software updates. For example, if you people or mostly people if you have to work in IT industry, so Saturday, Sunday, second Saturday or fourth Saturday or any Saturday, Sunday, Microsoft rules. Microsoft rules. It's not rules. What Microsoft is doing, that is Microsoft team is investigating on their backend. That is there any glitches? Is there any drawbacks present in their softwares? Is there any issues present in their softwares? Is there anything we can modify in the softwares? Is there anything we can improve in the softwares? For example, we have purchased Windows 10, right, or Windows Server 2016, 2019, 2013. So Microsoft teams in the background, they are checking this thing. That is how we will improve our softwares, how we'll remove the glitches, how we can modify our software so software will work properly. Okay, Microsoft teams researches the thing, investigate on backgrounds. They're asking some feedbacks from customers. That is, which types of problems you are facing in these servers, in applications, in desktop OS, and according to that, their team will create patches. And once their team will create the patches, on a monthly basis, they will release the patch. So if you become a desktop engineer or if you become a system administrator, mostly this role is for the system administrator. When you become a system engineer, system administrator, then every month, 1 day or 2 days, 1 day in a month, you decided that is on that day when the company is not started, that is a week of days, you push the patches on the server. You push the patches on the desktop machine. So whatever the latest things, latest updates given by Microsoft, you have to use a Microsoft OS, then they will install on your computers. So your computers will be updated. But this thing only done when you take a purchase licenses. Mostly, if you're not purchase a license, then update will not work properly and things will not. But that is a different thing. How we can install it. But in corporate, when we go to the corporate, you will give the license, you will purchase a license. For 10 computer, then 10 Windows license. For any server, 5 server, then 5 server license. So according to license, according to Microsoft release the patches, we will install. For example, System Center we are using for upgrade the patches, because for example 1 lakh PC or 50,000 PC, so no system administrator will go to every desk and so please give you a computer for half an hour or 1 hour. I will need to install patches in your computer. So no one can give you the computer. So what system administrator are doing? They will push the patches by using a System Center software or Intunes or SCOM. These are the different software servers. When you work in an IT industry, in a real life industry, then you know the software. Using that software, they push the patches in every computer. And when person are working, so the right hand side, the pop-up is coming. You need to restart your computer because latest patches are installed in your computers, or software updates is required. You need to reinstall your computer. So once they will they will the patches is downloaded on their laptop, and once they will reinstall, once they will restart the computer, patches will install properly on their laptop. So their laptop or desktop updated according to Microsoft. So these things is done by automatically when we go to the cloud. We don't need to update your servers by using an SCCM, by using a SCOM. The cloud provider AWS or Microsoft will update your servers on a backend. So their job works to update the server. So automatic software updates means maintenance or monitored by Microsoft. In that situation, I have said Microsoft rules. Okay. Any questions, any doubts of this sentence? Automatic software updates, yes or no? This sentence clear? Automatic software updates. Crystal clear. What do you mean crystal clear? Any doubts still? If you have doubts, please ask what is the doubt. The simple sentence, automatic software updates. Whatever the software updates Microsoft will release, that will deployed by cloud provider. Meaning of this, that will deployed by the cloud provider. You don't have a tension to do this. Crystal clear means fully clear. Okay, very good. Then third point, I'm writing here. Efficiency and cost reduction. Efficiency and cost reduction. What is the meaning of this? Two participants raised hand. Let me note 7 who raised hand. Okay, so what is the meaning of this efficiency and cost reduction? What is the meaning of this sentence? Efficiency and cost reduction in cloud. No need to buy physical storage, just purchase the service. Right, efficiency and cost reduction. By using a cloud infrastructure, you don't have to spend huge amount of money on purchasing and maintaining equipments. These drastically reduces capex, that is capital expenditure. This word will come in cloud concept that is called the capex. I will explain on a detail on next session. Capex, that is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure means whatever the things you are purchasing, that is called in the cost. The cost of amount that we need to purchase the servers, hardware, licenses, that is called the capex. In a simple terms, cost and total cost of ownership. You don't have to invest in hardware, facilities, utilities, or building of a large data center to grow your business. You do not even need large IT teams to handle your cloud data center operation, as you can enjoy the expertise of your cloud provider staff. So you don't need to purchase hardware, you don't need to purchase software, you don't need to headache of maintenance, you don't need to check that every service is working fine or not after patching. So only just set and see how the thing is working. You only get the amount, the service you are purchasing from this cloud provider. So efficiency and cost reduction. That is a low cost, low maintenance cost. That is called the efficiency and cost reduction. Any doubts or clear? Clear or any question? Clear. Who's clear? Fourth point. That is data security. What is the meaning of data security? What is the meaning of this data security? It's a very important question. Data security. Everyone interested. Every company management is interested. Privacy secure. What do you mean by data security? No, it's for data. That's the biggest, toughest question for IT manager, data security. The data is safe and secure. assignment, right? To give data security. Yes, that is correct. Anyone try to give more answer? Data security, restriction of access. See, the biggest question when we go to the cloud, the company asking or the management asking or the business holder asking you, what is the security of my data? For example, when you are using HDFC net banking, for example, if I am using my net banking in HDFC, in my mind, what is going on when I log in on the net banking using my username and password, and after my OTP authentications, if anyone hacked my data, for example, in my account, for example, currently 50,000 rupees is present, for example, and tomorrow it goes to become 10,000, it changes to 10,000, then how you feel, right? How you feel, you try to the customer care checking the IT team, because all the things are the IT, all the things are in the not in the paperwork, all the things are in the digital form. The word is called digital form. So data security is very tough question or very important question in cloud computing. So when you sign an agreement with the AWS or Microsoft, they will assure you that your data is secure. Their data will back up in two different locations. That is one location, for example, Mumbai, and second location, for example, Chennai, and third location is somewhere. So they will give you the SLA. They will secure your data. They will give you the agreement that if your data is secure. If your data is lost, if your data has become anything, so they will give you the charges for you. So data security, these things is coming. They have a different type, a lot of antivirus, lot of things in working on the background to secure your data. But when management is asking what is the security of data, so for that type they are encrypted your data, authentication purpose, access controlling, lot of things going on backend to secure your data. Data security is following the encrypted method for strong security in cloud, right? When you are sending an email, then also your email is go in an encrypted format. Anyone know what is the encryption? What is the encryption? If you don't know, no issues. This is IT thing. What is it? Okay, so you just not human readable format. So then how again the data becomes a readable format? Encryption is the data is not in readable format. For example, if I am sending an decrypt, right? So these are the different algorithms, these are the different programmings working on the back end. That is, for example, if you send email, for example, I am sending email to you, so the mail is going in an encrypted format, and in your side it is again decrypted. So you are able to read this email. So you are able to read that email. So this is encrypted, right? The good answer, right? So then data security. Any questions regarding data security or it is clear? The sentence clear, data security, or you have any questions of data security? So please repeat. What is data security? Yes. Try to give the answer on chat. What is data security? Data security means that is, for example, if I am going to the cloud provider and sign an agreement that is, hey, I am a bank, Ratnakar Bank, or I am HDFC Bank, I need to go to the cloud. What is my data security? So they will give that, they will inform you, they will sign an agreement that is your data will be secure, your data will not be hacked from any vendors or any person if it is a leak. So we will give some business penalty. Okay, they or in backend they have encrypt your data. They have to use different software. They have to use different antivirus software. They are using different firewall software. So secure your data. So your data will be totally secure. But in management side, every management asks this question to the IT manager. When the IT manager say it is very good to go to the cloud, then management asking that is what about our security? Password is safe in encrypted format in server. So every manager asks this question to the IT manager, how our data will become secure. And so you need to give this type of answer. That is, cloud provider will encrypt your data. They will authentication, access control, two-way authentication, multi-factor authentication. Now a lot of things is coming in market, that is a multi-factor authentication. So there in background, they are using these type of things. Any questions, any doubts? Or we go to the next point. Please write in chat. Next, very good. So next coming fifth advantage is scalability. We have already discussed scalability, horizontal scaling, vertical scaling. What is scalability? Everyone knows. Please write one or 2 minutes. So we go to the next point. What is scalability? It is very important words when we go in a cloud. Scalability. Mostly scalability is very cost effective in when we go in a on-premises. Scalability on demand. If you want if today, if you want 100 GB space, and for example, if you want tomorrow 500 GB space, so we can immediately increase. On this time, if you want 100 GB, and after 2 minutes, if you want a 500 GB, they will increase 500 GB. Their headache, that is how they have to cut their storage, how they have to assign their storage, but they will on an immediately basis, they will increase the storage. They will increase the networking. They will increase the servers. Everything they will do. That is called as the scalability. Okay. Then sixth point is called collaboration. What is this? What is the meaning of this? Please explain what is collaboration. What is the meaning of this word collaboration, and how we can define this, how we can explain this? What is collaboration in cloud computing? Working with others is the definition, the English definition collaboration. How we can define, how we can explain in cloud computing collaboration. Take 1 or 2 minutes time to define how we can explain collaboration in cloud. Working with vendor, combining two or many data. Okay, anyone more? Well, explain. Sharing platform. See, what is a collaboration? For example, if I am taking license of one server, I'm install Exchange server, I'm install Windows, I'm install upgrade my server, downgrade server. What is going on in the background? The same thing going on the background that we are going on the NetMagic. That NetMagic people are doing. On the background, picture is same. Only the thing is that is we can access this thing using internet. So collaboration means cloud environment enables better collaboration access team, that is developer, operation security, product architects, or sitting on the background, and they can operating your infrastructure, so your infrastructure will available 24/7 and without issues. On the background, their teams are working, so their infrastructure will be available in a 24/7 environment. There is no downtime. But in the background, the team is sitting. AWS team, AWS engineer is working on the background. So your applications, your server will update properly or work properly. So collaboration means cloud environment enables better collaboration across team, developers, QA, operations, security, and product architects are all exposed to the same infrastructure and can operate simultaneously without stepping on each other's toes. So clear, or I will write this sentence. Detailed collaboration. I think just write down this sentence. Cloud environment enables better, better collaboration, collaboration, cloud environment enables better collaboration. X exposed the structure and can create simultaneously without stepping each the toes. So let's start on this. Collaboration means cloud environment enable better collaboration across teams, developers, operations, security, and product architect are all exposed to the same infrastructure and can operate simultaneously without stepping on each other. No one can say this is my fault, this is your fault, this is your fault. In on-premises, everyone can pushing. This is not my mistake, this is your mistake. And they're saying this is your mistake. So we don't have so much headache. Means Ratnakar Bank, for example, go to the AWS. Ratnakar Bank does not hesitate, does not have any headache for this. AWS will manage everything. Their responsibility will provide you the uptime. SLA 99.99% SLA. If they are signing SLA 99.99%, their headache. Ratnakar Bank does not have any headache. They will do everything: scaling, downtime, uptime. So these are the good applications. Any doubts? Any question? Collaboration, cloud environment enables better collaboration across teams. Teams is developers, operation, security, and product architect are all exposed to the same infrastructure and can operate simultaneously without stepping on each other's toes. Doubts clear?